A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance.
OSPTI offers pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We work with children of all ages that have a variety of conditions that may limit or delay their functional activities. Through therapeutic play, our goal is to help each child participate alongside their peers to their full potential.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Interstate Engineering. Our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Abby Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network, and welcome to Breckenridge High School, home of the Cowgirls tonight, and they're taking on in a Heart of Lakes battle. The Cowgirls will be taking on the Perham Yellow Jackets in a Heart of Lakes volleyball contest here. Perham is a 2A school. Breckenridge is a 1A school. Welcome, everybody, to the pregame show, brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. Yield Advantage. I'm Joe Schreiner. I got Brian Watson here with me. B-Dub, good evening.
How we doing, Joe?
We got another noisy night here as the pep band is playing. They got about another 5 minutes before they'll play the national anthem. But it's a jacked up house here for a Perham Breckenridge match.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup. Two teams that doesn't matter what the sport is, they kind of go back and forth. That it's a pretty good rivalry. Perham coming in here 8-8. And the Cowgirls at 9-3 now, and both kind of rolling along in their season. The Yellow Jackets have played some pretty tough competition, played a lot of 3A schools, some 4A schools, and that can be kind of a gauge of where you're at in the season. And we'll have to see how the Cowgirls match up, and I think it'll be a good volleyball match here tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. They've played a lot of 3As and 4A schools, but also they've got one common opponent, but both teams swept Wheaton Herman Norcross. Perham swept them in a tournament, and then Breckenridge swept them at Wheaton early in the season, 3-0. And so that's the only common opponent they have so far. They do have Frazee as a common opponent a little bit later on in the season. Perham's already played them. They swept Frazee 3-0, but Breckenridge has yet to play Frazee. In fact, it'll be on September 30th, this coming Saturday, when Breckenridge plays Frazee. So I want to also say hi to everybody. I got Raleigh and Carter. We're giving a shout out. They like the camera work by our man Yards.
There we go.
Camden Kelson Yards over there. Raleigh giving you a shout out. He's even here right now, but he knows we're on the air, and he wants to give Camden a shout out. So Yards, you got your shout out there, buddy.
Start paying him extra.
Jeannie's already on too and watching and said everything's going good. So good job, producer Brian.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
All right.
You know how the band just throws us off with our sound.
The band throws our sound off, but we'll
crazy.
get it by. And we know Vicki Glander likes the pep band, so we can't. We like the pep band too, but it's just a little tough to do some of these things. Heart of Lakes conference standings. Breckenridge, they're in second place, but they've only played one Heart of Lakes match so far, so they're at 1-0. Perham is at 2-1. They've won a couple of Heart of Lakes matches and lost one as well. So again, we're looking forward to a good thing here. Just taking a look at the Perham squad there, Brian. We've noticed Willow Thiel's back here, and a senior for the Yellow Jackets. She's in the front line, along with Jaden Hackle. They're just a couple of strong powers up in the front.
The Yellow Jackets, a team that has eight seniors out of the 13 on the varsity roster, and that's a big add to have right there, to have 8 seniors up there. That means a lot of experience. Girls have been in a lot of different situations, sometimes faster, stronger. But we'll see how that matches up against the Cowgirls.
On Tuesday, the Breckenridge Cowgirls went over to New York Mills and defeated New York Mills 3-0 by the scores of 25-11, 25-19, and 25-12. Julia Kleisman was not available for the Cowgirls. She was out with an illness. I talked to Margaret just a little while before they started the match here, B-Dub, and she said that a lot of the team has been fighting illness, just like everybody else in the world here is fighting an illness right now. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with our national anthem right after these messages on Three Borders Sports Network.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Ware Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
All right, welcome back to Breckenridge High School Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. That's Brian Watson. And over on the camera, we've got Camden Yards Kelson over there taking care of a business for us tonight on the camera. And that will conclude our pregame show brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planning sales and service center for the Southern Red River Valley. And our starting lineups right after the national anthem will be brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. Our starting lineups will be brought to you by Miller & Associates. And soon we will have the Breckenridge Pep Band. Art will introduce the Pep Band here in just a few seconds. And we're looking forward to a great match tonight. I think we might see some extra volleyball. We'll turn it over to Art Grocco for our announcements.
Between the Perham Yellow Jackets and your Breckenridge Cowgirls. At this time, we ask everybody to please rise and face the flag at the south end of the gymnasium. Remove your cap or hat as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the playing of the national anthem by the Breckenridge High School Band under the direction of Emily Christensen. Good job, and thank you, band. At this time, let's meet the participants. First, for our guests on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellow Jackets and their reserves. Number 1, Cameron Coast. Number 5, Aaron Becker. Number 9, Samantha Molzoff. Number 10, Mari Pulver. Number 19, Jewel Nordic. And now for your starters. Number 2, Kennedy Pilgrim. Number 6, Greta Razor. Number 11, Lainey Walker. Number 13, Jaden Hackle. Number 14, Addison Hackle. Number 18, Willow Thiel. And your libero, number 3, Allison Flato. Excuse me. Your coaches, Nikki Morrison, Andrew Paulson, and Allison Kyle. All right, now let's meet your Cowgirls. First for the reserves. Number 1, Grace Nicholson. Number 5, Brenna Ruddy. Number 10, Carson Neppel. Number 12, Adelia Spear. Number 13, Coley Schuler. Number 14, Josie Weinbar. And now for your starters. Number 2, Haley Hansen. Number 4, Julia Kleinsmoon. Number 8, Caitlin Kaler. Number 11, Parker Yagi. Number 15, Aaron Blofus. Number 19, Jaylee Ernst. And your libero, number 17, Sydney Roberts. Your coaches, Margaret Kruger, Alicia Finkrall, Missy Johnson, and Brianna Dower. Your officials for tonight's game, Mariah Herding and David Krause. Let's play some volleyball.
All right, there you go. There's our starting lineups, brought to you by Miller & Associates and American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. I'm Joe Schreiner. That's Brian Watson sitting next to me. We got Camden Yards Kelson on the camera tonight, and Yards is going to be with us tomorrow night, too, I think, at the football game.
There we go. We're putting them to work now.
Hey, it's homecoming week.
We're busy, so yeah, homecoming week.
Homecoming week.
That should be a good football game.
Dress for your cause day today. I don't know. I can't really see any causes over there on the other side over across by the students, but
for a good cause.
Just for a good cause.
Yeah, there you go.
And tomorrow, of course, is green out day, so they're going to be all dressed in green tomorrow for homecoming.
Green out, I like that.
Yep. And we're just about ready to rock here again. Cowgirls coming off a 3-0 victory over Newark Mills as Parker Yagi sets it underway, and she'll serve first. And, of course, they're going to set it up with a back set to the other side to Jaden Hackle. Good dig in the back, but not able to come up with it there by Razor. Just diving pancake attempt there, but we saw her at the net in warm-ups, Brian, and she and Willow Thiel and Jaden Hackle were doing pretty good at the net.
Yeah, this is a good group here, and I think it's going to be a good match throughout.
Oh, and a good block at the net by Aaron Blofus gets the block.
So good heads-up play there by Blofus, or they'll put it right back on the Yellow Jacket side. And Cowgirls off to a 2-0 start here.
So Parker Yagi back to serve, her third one in a row. Gets it over the net, and a very, very good serve. Willow Thiel couldn't dig it out in the back row.
Yeah, Thiel not able to dig that one out. And the Cowgirls, so far this season, a high percentage of getting their serves in. They're up above, up around that 98%.
Yep. Partially blocked to the net. There's Sydney Roberts doing her thing, digging.
Good layout by Roberts to keep that ball in the air.
At the net, and good save there by Parker Yagi.
Another layout by Roberts.
This time up to the front, partially blocked by Jaylee Ernst and Aaron Blofus. Blofus goes over, and Aaron gets the point. Good volley there for the Cowgirls, Brian.
I think you got to give a lot of that to Sydney Roberts, who laid out for 2 balls to keep that thing in the air and keep it alive, and that allows the Cowgirls to score, go up 4-0.
Sydney had 23 digs. And that one goes in. They're saying that one of the girls were in the net. I think it might have been Aaron.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
And I think, I got to look again here. Sydney had 23 digs the other night against Newark Mills.
She's getting the job done back there, that's for sure.
Off the net, Parker Yagi, and Haley Hansen just couldn't get underneath it.
Just kind of took her eye off it there. Not an easy play, but one that she normally makes, and that one goes into the net, and now just a 2-point lead.
Back to serve, Jaden Hackle. And there's an ace right off of Aaron Blofus' shoulder.
And that is a nice jump serve there.
Sure was. Jaden Hackle's listed at 5'9", a senior.
I'm not believing the 5'9", Joe.
Yeah, we talked about that in warm-ups. That one was deep. Sydney's going to dig it out, though. Over to Haley Hansen on the near side. Hackle in the back row and all over to Thiel. She'll put it over and got the kill right in between Caitlin Kaler and Sydney Roberts.
Yeah, Perham's got some girls who can put it away, and Thiel showing it there. Hackle now with the serve. I mean, they have some power behind the line, Joe.
Jaden Hackle to serve again.
Good serve.
We're tied at 4. Caitlin Kaler goes across. Good play at the net, and it's going to hit the sidebar, and it's an out, and Brecker will get the serve back.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there on the Yellow Jackets. That ball should have been let go, and the back row was going to dig that out of there and get going, but it comes out sideways, and it ends up as a point for the Cowgirls.
Haley couldn't get to the serve over, and that's uncommon for her.
Well, but there's the one that they give for the game, I guess, is if they're going to go 98, 99%, right?
Yeah. She had 100% service against New York Mills. At the net, Parker tips it over. Loftus puts it away, and in the back row, Hackle. That was a tough one. Up in the rafters, Parker plays it well. That was Addison Hackle with that last. And there's a block, and it's going to go out. Jaylee Hurst and Aaron Blofus were there for the block, Brian, but couldn't quite keep it in.
Yeah, just a tough play there. Good attack there by Hackle. Yellow Jackets with their own law firm, Hackle and Hackle.
Yep. It's always tough on the announcer guy.
Right.
There's a tough one out of the net there that Parker Yagi and Jaylee Ernst had a little trouble with there. Just couldn't get it away from the net. So again, back to serve is Kennedy Pilgrim, and Yellow Jackets have an unforced error, and it's 7-6 now as the Cowgirls going to try and come back with Sydney Roberts serving. Set to Thiel at the net, and they're saying that's in, so it'll be a point to the Yellow Jackets, and it's 8-6.
And Perham has the luxury of having 4 seniors on the floor for the majority of the time. And he had Hackle out there as a freshman, and then now Coast comes in, who's also a freshman.
Cameron Coast, the freshman, serves. Here sets up Julia. Julia with the ace. Julia Kleisman, the foreign exchange student, gets the Cowgirls within 1 as Coley Schuler checks in now for Jaylee Ernst.
Yeah, if the Cowgirls can give Kleisman some looks on the outside, she has a really good opportunity. She can put them away.
So Coley Schuler will get the ball. Trailing by 1. And there she got an ace. Just right in front of Kennedy Pilgrim.
Yeah, she just got a late start on it. She was almost there, just not able to get there in time.
So now we're tied at 8.
It's a good serve by Schuler.
At the net, Thiel. Good play by Parker Yagi to hit it back up. And here comes Julia Kleisman with the kill. Dug out in the back there by Pilgrim. Willow Thiel, nice dig by Julia on the far side. Here comes Parker Yagi, and she's going to get the point. And Cameron Coast, I think if she had another look at it, she'd have let that one go.
Yeah, that ball was above her head. She had to reach up and get it, and it barely touched her fingertips. That ball was going to sail wide, and that ends up a point for the Cowgirls.
Coley Schuler had 15 assists against New York Mills. Little Thiel from beyond the 10-foot line. Schuler sets up Julia, and we got a whistle.
That double hit there on the Cowgirls.
So we're tied at 9, our third tie of the game.
A big jump serve coming here
watch
from Willow
this.
Thiel.
Yep, watch this. Back set to Caitlin Kaler.
Good dig by Thiel.
Schuler sets up Julia Kleisman. Dug out in the back row by Thiel, and she's going to hit from the 10-foot line. Schuler sets up Kaler. Thiel.
One-handed dig there by Thiel. It's 3 in a row.
Sydney with the second hit from deep. Haley Hansen's got to go over. Look out, look out. And that was power there by Greta Razor.
Yeah, if you don't get blockers up in front and Perham executes, they will put it away.
10-9. Favor of the Yellow Jackets as Thiels serves again. Julia Kleisman on the other side couldn't get it over the net.
And the Yellow Jackets have stretched out a 2-point lead here in the first set.
And a Heart of Lakes matchup here between these two Minnesota schools. Sydney Schuler, back set to Kaler. Oh, and a good dig in the back row there by Coast. Kleisman, that's the one she got off of Willow Thiel's arm.
Yeah, just off the side there. Thiel was a little cross-eyed there and couldn't put good contact on it. I think she's lucky just to get her hands on it.
I agree.
She was going one way and the ball was behind her. She had to turn around and try and get it.
Kaler with a nice serve. Sydney again with a dig. Julia Kleisman again. Willow Thiel in the back row. Over to the near side. That's Jaden Hackle. Second hit goes over. Hackle hits it once. Second hit, free one for the Cowgirls. Schuler sets up Haley Hansen. Good save by the Yellow Jackets. Oh! Kaler put an arm on it. Sydney went diving after it. Couldn't quite save it.
Yeah, I think you give that score to Cameron Coast.
Yes.
She had just a little layout there just to get that ball back in the air and keep it live. And that falls for the Yellow Jackets. So good play there by Cameron Coast.
It'll be interesting to see Greta Razor serve here. She's going to do it standing. I thought maybe she'd have a jump serve. Back set. Nobody was there.
Miscommunication there.
Yep. You could see that Lainey Wacker was saying something, and the signal was a little bit too late, I think, for her teammates.
Yeah, just not all on the same page, and now a 1-point match. Or 1-point set.
Julia Kleisman, transfer from foreign exchange student from Austria. Back set this time goes over to Jaden Hackle. Yagi at the net. Good job by Parker to get it over. And that one didn't get over the net, did it?
No, it didn't.
Okay. So that was a swat there by Jaden Hackle, but not over the net, so it'll be tied again at 12.
Yeah, she just didn't get a good swing on it. I think she tried to adjust with the blockers there and just didn't make good contact. That one fell short.
Julia Kleisman also serve there, and a good hit there to save that one by Wacker. And it's going to be a point for the Yellow Jackets.
That was a heck of a play there by Wacker.
It was.
Backwards dig to pop that back in the air.
She's going to go back and serve. We got football tomorrow night on Three Borders Sports Network. Raleigh and Kevin will have the call here as the Cowboys in their homecoming game will take on Pine River Bacchus. Bloffus at the net. Good block at the net there by the Yellow Jackets.
And Pilgrim there to send that one back.
And Sydney Roberts on the floor. Coordination there by Jaden Hackle. My goodness, did you see that?
They do a really good job of running their offense. They communicate well. That ball was set in the middle. I think Hackle was the one who bumped it out of there. And just got to the outside to come back to get the kill.
Yep, she did. At the net. And the Cowgirls win that one on the lift.
A little bit of an elbow lift there.
I think that was called on Greta Razor. So Cowgirls get the ball back to serve again. And Parker will get her second chance to serve. Willow Thiel, back set. Oh my, and a good save in the back row by Caitlin Kaler. Jaylee Ernst goes over. Bloffus saves it. Over to Haley Hansen. Got it. Put it on the board. It's tied.
Good little back and forth there, and the Cowgirls fortunate enough to come away with that point. Yellow Jackets a nice attempt on the outside on the attack, just not able to come away with the score.
Dug out in the back by Razor. Ernst with the second one.
Good dig by Yagi.
Into the back row it goes. I believe that was Pilgrim, wasn't it, that hit that one?
Pilgrim or Hackle? They were both there together.
I was watching the ball after they hit, and then I looked back, and it's like I missed it.
I was going to say the girl with the ponytail, but they all have ponytails,
Yeah,
Joe.
they all wear ponytails. Jaden Hackle with the power serve. Back set to Haley Hansen. Hackle in the back row. Out of bounds. And guess what? We're tied again. Back and forth we go.
It's kind of what we expected, but kind of back and forth. No, it's going to be close. We'll see if any team can stretch it out by more than 2 points.
Haley Hansen back over to Willow Thiel. Look out. That was straight down.
Yeah.
Man.
She's 6 foot and she's rising above and able to put that right back down on the Cowgirl side. And with nobody to block there, that's an easy score for Willow Thiel.
So back up by 1 are the Yellow Jackets. Parker Yagi back sets to Aaron Blofus. Willow Thiel, good dig by Haley Hansen in the back. Willow Thiel says, let me try it again, and she got it.
Had the first opportunity on the outside. A great dig by Hansen, but ends up being a perfect set for Willow Thiel, and she puts that one away on the second time.
She is powerful at the net. And serving in the back is Pilgrim. And another point on the ace.
She stretched it to 3 here. A couple miscues by the Cowgirls. See how long they go before timeout comes. I think if they score 1 or 2 here, you might see a timeout by Coach Kruger.
This time Sydney digs it out. Set over to the other side to Kaler. They're saying it's in. And a point for the Cowgirls.
So that'll get you right pretty soon, pretty quick.
So the lead got as high as 3. And now here come the Cowgirls trying to battle back. 16-18. Sydney Roberts. Willow Thiel, she's coming to the net. And here it is, little dink over the net.
I mean, she digs it out.
Yep.
Gets the quick set. Instead of putting away with power, just a little tap. And she was off balance, I think. Her timing was off.
Yep.
But a good adjustment midair to put a hand on her and tap it to open space.
It's interesting to watch her move away from the ball.
They run their stuff really well, Joe. I mean,
maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Is that one again into the net, a good block, but Haley Hansen dug it out. Yagi to Hansen from beyond the 10-foot line. Here comes Willow Thiel. Sydney digs. Set over to Kaler. At the net, Razor finds a spot right along the baseline.
Yeah, they don't mess around, Joe.
Or sideline, excuse me.
Yeah, they don't mess around. They just get right to it. They know who they want to set, and they get them in position, and they go right to it. There's no messing around.
All right, there's a timeout as Coach Watson called it. Coach Kruger calls a timeout, and that's going to be a Carlson Family Insurance timeout located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wapaton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. We'll be right back after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson along on the call with me and producing tonight's show. Camden Yards, Kelson on the camera action. Got a good one going here. Perham's biggest lead of the night is 4, and that's right now. Timeout by Coach Kruger to try and slow it down a little bit. Third one at the net. Julia gets it over, but here comes Perham. Julia puts it right back. And the Yellow Jackets couldn't handle it, so Julia Kleisman broke the string there, and the Cowgirls got a big point, Brian.
Yeah, Cowgirls usually do a good job coming out of timeouts and stopping runs, and they do a good job there executing, and they stop that run, get the side out, and now just a 3-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
Coley Schuler with the serve. Set to Willow Thiel behind her. Is it in? Yes, it was.
That's what I mean, Joe. They don't mess around. They know who they need to set. They get them in position. And a really nice set there and a perfect kill for Willow Thiel.
We've been watching Willow on the basketball court as we've been able to see her from time to time when the Breckenridge Cowgirls play them. And she's an awesome basketball player.
She's a good all-around athlete, Joe.
Oh, and a good save in the back by Pilgrim. Oh, and the Cowgirls can't get to it. Pilgrim with a nice save in the back. Yellow Jackets now up by 5, 22-17 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Willow Thiel serves again with the jump serve. Sydney Diggs set to Kaler. Blocked at the net by Hackle. Set back over to Jaden Hackle.
They just play really well together. If they get an opportunity, it's going to be a set for either 13 or 18, and you can mix 14 in there too, but they know who they want to set, and they do a really good job of executing.
Jaden Hackle, Will Thiel, they all go to the net. Razor just powerful at the net. I'm very impressed with how they rotate around the ball, Brian,
it's good communication. I mean, you can hear it up here. They're talking constantly. Like I said, they know where their scores are, and they feed them and get them the ball in good position. And if you're the Cowgirls, you have to be ready for it. You have to get those blockers at the net, and you have to be ready to dig. And you've got to be almost perfect on your side, too, as well.
We saw a couple of good sets in the JV squad game here earlier tonight, too. And
that went 26-24 down there on that JV. That was C-Squad down there.
That was C-Squad over there, yeah. The Coach Kruger and the Cowgirls break their huddle with a few seconds left here in the timeout, but the timeout was brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Anytime's a good time to see Eric and the crew in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance, and here comes Willow Thiel. Sydney Diggs. Schuler back sets to Kaler. Kaler pops it over.
Got a lift there.
Got a lift, yep. And she knew it too.
Yep.
She smiled right away, did Lainey Walker.
Yep. So, Cowgirls got to be near perfect here. We've seen them come back. For situations like this, it'll be a tough call here.
And the Cowgirls with a point. Not able to come up with that one was Greta Razor. So here they come. Like Brian said, they got to be near perfect now to get within 2 at least.
And one error in here.
Kaler serves, back set over to the other side. Good block at the net that time by Julia. She started celebrating, but a good dig from Willow Thiel. Here comes Julia again. She got a little too strong on that one. They're asking for a tip. Nobody tipped it.
No tip there, and that's one thing that you have to be aware of. You cannot start to celebrate until that ball hits the floor. And that's something that you don't see a lot from the Cowgirls. They do a good job of keeping the ball alive, and the Yellow Jackets did a good job there.
Set point. Now we're going to come over here to the scoreboard, and that's a set win for the Yellow Jackets. 25-19 over the Cowgirls in set number 1. We'll be back with set number 2 right here on Three Borders Sports Network after these messages. Stay right there.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Bold Print in Wahpeton is your local provider for all of your printing and promotional needs, including custom decals, which is a great way to promote your business. Bold Print also has custom framing and unique personalized gift ideas. Don't trust your family photos to an online company. Use Bold Print for all of your custom framing and canvas printing. Give them a call today, 701-642-2188, or check them out online, useboldprint.com.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are, and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson on the producing end of things, and also my color commentator, and Camden Yards Kelson over there running the big camera for us. Our camera shots brought to you by Digital Guru. And also I want to tell you that it is time now for our shout-outs, our Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-outs. You can give us a shout-out at 701-640-2619. Brian's got the number on the screen there, 701-640-2619. Karen and Carly are already watching and said, congratulations on my new grandson. How about that? I'm a grandpa a second time.
Again, I have one on the way. That'll be 5 for me.
That'll be 5 for you.
It's not until January, though.
It's fun, though, isn't it?
That's right.
Man, yeah. It's thanks a lot, Karen. I appreciate the comments. And they're loyal viewers of Three Borders Sports Network, and we're about ready to begin set number 2. Again, the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-outs, 701-640-2619. And a block at the net there by Kennedy Pilgrim puts the Yellow Jackets on top, 1-0.
Yeah, Pilgrim and Jaden Hackle there to put that one back on the Cowgirls side.
Oh, and there was just kind of an off-balance hit there by Addison Hackle, the younger Hackle sister. And just put it right back into the net, Brian.
Yeah, just didn't get her feet underneath her and just kind of hurried it a little bit. Had plenty of time to try and get underneath that and get a good swing at it.
Haley Hansen served, and Parker Yagi tried to dig that one.
And there's the older Hackle showing you how it's done there. Second half of the law firm, Hackle and Hackle.
I was talking to Clayton Ernst. He's just over to the left of me here during that break, and he said they don't have just 1 or 2 girls. They got 5 girls that can hit that ball over the net.
They really do, and that's what makes them a good team. You know, I know they're 8-8, but they've played some higher level competition.
Yep.
And they're a pretty well-oiled machine, that's for sure.
Diving attempt there at a dig by Parker Yagi, just couldn't quite stay in bounds. It went about 2 feet out. A point to the Yellow Jackets, and they're out to a 3-1 lead. 50. Over to Kaler, blocked at the net.
No,
it went out. Haley Hansen went for it, but she let it go. He hit the floor first before Haley got there. I think Haley hit the floor about the same time as the ball. So Sydney Roberts going to go back to serve. Oh, what a serve that was by Sydney.
That's just above the tape.
Oh, my goodness. Willow Thiel puts it away.
Yeah, you've got to be fundamentally sound when you get up there to block against some of these attacks, and if you're too far away from the net, it's going to fall down on the ground.
Kennedy Pilgrim puts it into the net on her serve, so it'll be an unforced error on the Perham Yellow Jackets. According to the scoreboard, 7 kills for Willow Thiel already here in early in set 2. And looks like she likes going to the net. There's one that's going to go off the hands of Pilgrim, and a point for the Cowgirls.
And the Cowgirls can get it done. Again, you have to have those opportunities, and you have to have good sets. And when they do that, they certainly can come away with points. A matter of putting them together a bunch in a row here.
So Coley Schuler going to step back, try to get the Cowgirls a lead here in this serve. Willow Thiel, there it is, Brian. She dug and then went to the net.
Yeah, they move her back there. She can get serve, receive, and then go back and attack right away.
In our Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-outs, 701-640-2619. Brian will put the number back up there. Shoot me a text. Don't call me. A little tough to answer with the headphones on as Julia Kleisman tries to put that one away. Julia gets the kill. Not able to come up with that one was Jaden Hackle.
It's kind of the way we started the first set, kind of back and forth, and then in the middle, the Yellow Jackets were able to stretch it out.
Kaler serves. Good dig. Razor can't come up with it. Goalie Schuler and Parker Yagi give chase, but they realized it was out of bounds. So the Cowgirls with their first lead of this set, 6-5.
Yeah, that's another one where just couldn't get underneath it, falling back to try and return that one, and not able to put it where you want.
Set the Razor. Sydney Roberts with a high dig. And here it goes back to Willow Thiel. She powered that ball right through the net on that, Brian.
It's almost like every time she touches the ball and bumps it up, she's going to get it back.
Isn't that's what we've seen so far here, isn't it? As she goes back to serve. Haley Hansen, Schuler. Now third one's got to go over by Sydney Roberts. Set at the net by Razor, and Haley Hansen and Parker Yagi were there for the block, but it went out of bounds.
Yeah, there's just so much power behind it that it bounces out.
And our camera shots brought to you by Digital Guru. Camden Yards, Kelson. Willow Thiel set over to the far side to Haley. She'll bump it over with the palm of her hand, or the fist. Schuler tries to dig that one out, and it lands on the ground.
I think if Coach Kruger had anything to say here in the middle of this, is that you got to attack when you get the opportunities, and you can't send over any free ones.
Haley Hansen digs. Schuler back sets to Julia Kleisman, and a dig, and here comes Jaden Hackle. And Schuler and Roberts were confused on that one, Brian. They weren't sure who was going to go after it.
Well, there it is again. You had a chance to put a swing on it, and instead you choose to tap, and it turns into an attack on the outside and a point for the Yellow Jackets.
Little Thiel with her serve. Sydney comes it over to Julia Kleisman, and a free one here. Look out. Jaden Hackle off balance with the left hand. Haley Hansen puts it over and gets the point.
Yeah, kind of a miscue there by the Yellow Jackets. Had a chance to set on the outside and just didn't get the timing right. Had to attack with the opposite hand, and that gives the Cowgirls a chance to score.
So 9-7, 2-point lead. Haley Hansen with 3 kills so far for the Cowgirls. Willow Thiel, it's out. Some confusion among the Yellow Jacket players, and they looked over at Coach, and Coach said, shake it off, let's go. So Coach must have agreed with the call.
That's pretty close. We're behind the ball there, so tough for us to see if it was on the line or not.
Haley Hansen gets the dig, and she gets the set back. Goes deep. Second hit goes over, Schuler digs. Kleisman sets up Hansen on the far side. To the near side, Jaden Hackle pushes it over and partially blocked at the net. But it'll fall in at a Yellow Jacket point, and they go up by 2 again.
Yeah, good adjustment in the air there by Hackle. Not able to swing at it with full power, but adjusted mid-air and able to just push it over.
And the serve in the back by Razor. Back set to Yagi. Over to the near side, Jaden Hackle. Back over goes Sydney Roberts on one. Back serve. They're back set over to Pilgrim, and they get it across for the point.
That was a good job there by the Yellow Jackets. A lot of times when that ball comes right back, you have a tendency to just try and power it right back down. But they ran their offense and ended up scoring on it.
So Breckenridge, Coach Kruger takes another timeout here, trailing by 3, 11-8. The Yellow Jackets with a 1-point lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
And that timeout also brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. We also want to thank OSPTI for what they do for Three Borders Sports Network. Thank you very much. And Giant Seeds and Snacks, our Coach's Show sponsor. Schuler to Yagi. Just a little bit too strong by Parker. Oh, they're saying a tip. Didn't this guy say it was a tip? It was a tip.
No, I think he was. Oh, yeah. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like they did call a tip. Yeah,
he called a tip here. I saw him do the thing off the top of his fingers. And the ball comes back over to the Cowgirls, and again, Coach Kruger calls the timeout, and they get the point.
Yeah, this seems to be the MO.
Go off balance shot there by Pilgrim, but still gets it across. Deep, Willow Thiel. Yagi sets up Haley Hansen at the net. Oh, and a block at the net by Pilgrim, and I believe Lainey Wacker.
Yeah, Pilgrim doing a good job of sending that one back.
Speaking of Wacker, she's going to go back and serve. She's a 5'7" senior for the Yellow Jackets. Yagi sets up Kaler from the 10-foot line. Over to the near side, Jaden Hackle. Good take by Parker Yagi. Blofus gets it over. Set at the net by Pilgrim. Here comes Haley Hansen. She was off balance, went off the side of her hand, Brian.
Yeah, had an opportunity there, but a little off balance. Didn't have her feet underneath her. That one goes off the side of her hand. And now 4-point lead here for the Yellow Jackets in the second set.
Biggest lead of this set. Jaylee Ernst does well to get to it. And at the net with the power there was Addison Hackle, but the Cowgirls able to handle it, and that time Aaron Blofus puts it into the net.
Yeah, it was a good job of Blofus of bumping that one out of there, helping it out of there on the initial kill attempt. And then the Cowgirls let it fall on their side.
Biggest lead of the night. Jaylee Ernst at the net. Again, a block at the net. I see Pilgrim is there along with the younger Addison Hackle, the Hackle sister.
Yeah, just right there in position to defend.
Addison and Jaden Hackle standing right beside each other in that serve. Blocked at the net, but you and I can see that one's going out of bounds, so it's a point to the Cowgirls.
All right, just got to settle down here now and try and string a couple together. Don't have to get it all back at once.
As Haley Hansen serves for the Cowgirls. Well, the one-arm digs are pretty good at those, too.
Yeah, they're coming out of there.
Man. Willow Thiel sets up the younger Hackle. Kaler at the net. Set to the near side, Jaden Hackle. Right in front of Sydney Roberts, and a tough one for her to handle, and it's a point to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, anytime they can get an opportunity to set on the outside with Hackle or Thiel, they're gonna use that opportunity, and more times than none, it's gonna come away with the score.
I agree with you, Brad. Jaden Hackle does not look 5'9". Aaron Blofus goes out of bounds.
No,
she plays like she's 6.
She plays like she's 6'1" right now.
She's not 6, but she's playing up there.
Yeah.
Biggest lead of the set here now, 17-10, a 7-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Set over to Kaler. Good block at the net by Pilgrim again. This time they set up Willow Thiel, and she's going to tap it. A free one for the Yellow Jackets. Set near side, and Pilgrim can't go, or Pilgrim got it over.
They just run their stuff, Joe. There's another one that was right at the front of the net, and a lot of times you'll see a player just, hey, I'm going to put this one right back. They don't. They take the opportunity to run their stuff and get a good set and get good opportunities, get good looks, and they just play really well as a team.
Grace Nicholson gets her first action here in this match. There's one off the side of the hands of Pilgrim that time, so the Cowgirls score with Kaylin Kaler getting the point.
Good side out there, and now Sydney Roberts will go back to serve, and you really need your serve percentage here. Get them in and see if you can come away with something.
Just over the tape, and it goes out. So an ace for Sydney. Good call, Brian, what they needed.
And that's a good serve there by Sydney Roberts, and keeping the Yellow Jackets off kilter on the serve receive.
Here's Willow Thiel, watch. Nope, they're going back set over to Pilgrim, and she gets it. I was expecting the dig by Willow Thiel and back to her, but they went back set over to Pilgrim, and they got that.
She slid to the left outside, and I think the Cowgirls kind of shifted that way, and they were caught a little bit off guard on the back set.
So it's 19-12, the biggest lead again. Matches their biggest lead of the night. Comes Willow Thiel. Looked like an awkward swing for her, but
little roundhouse there.
Yeah. And here's the set up front to Razor, and they're going to say it was in.
Yeah, good quick set there. Another good adjustment of not taking a full swing at it and tapping that one to the side. Now it bounces on the line, and now 20-12 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Set number 2.
Pilgrim with the serve. Yagi sets up Julia Kleisman on the far side, and Julia puts it away for the point for the Cowgirls, and they needed that.
That's good execution there, and that's what she can do. And you just have to try and give her as many opportunities as you can to try and put those away.
Coley Schuler checks in for Grace Nicholson. And Coley serves it up. Willow Thiel, look at right back to her. Yep, at the net.
A little too much on that one. Oh, man. Kind of rose and then hung in the air. And
yeah, just a little tap with the fingertips and just a little too strong.
Slapped that one into the student section.
2014. Here it comes again. Oh, this time off to the back row it goes by Pilgrim. Set over to the other side. Julia Kleisman with power puts it away.
Another
couple of them in a row for her.
Yep, just give her the opportunity on the outside and she'll do what she can. That's 2 in a row for her.
Julia on the board.
Try and cut in this lead as much as you can. We've seen the Cowgirls come back.
Yep. 5-point lead. Look out, Willow Thiel. And Haley Hansen tried to bump it and went up almost into the garbage can up in the stands.
Yeah, it's a tough quick set, and she's coming from behind the 10-foot line, and just got all your momentum and able to put it behind it. And those are tough to stop unless you have blockers right there.
Julia Kleisman leading the Cowgirls with 7 kills. And she tried to get another one, but that went out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, she's been successful out there a couple times in a row. Go right back to her. And that one just not enough on top of the ball there.
We're back to serve is Cameron Coast. Head coach Nikki Morrison giving the signals, and she'll get the ace.
A nice serve there by the freshman. And a timeout here by Coach Kruger.
We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. It is 23-15 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Back after this.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
That timeout also brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. We also want to thank Smith Motors of Wahpeton, their certified GM and GMC and Chevrolet dealer in Wahpeton. Wahpeton Daily News. Superior Builders. Check them out there on their website, Superior Builders. Optimum Rehab and Dr. Tony. Interstate Engineering. Sanford Health. Gripper Sports in downtown Wahpeton. Check out your favorite team sports apparel at Gripper Sports. And see if Coach Kruger can coax another point out of this timeout. Set to Thiel. Good block at the net by Parker Yagi, but it goes out of bounds. Parker got up there and put that one aside, but This didn't go the right direction for her, and we got set point. Sorry, B-Dub.
No, it's fine.
Sydney, nice one-handed save there by Kaler. Set to Razor, too strong.
They're asking for the tip there, and official says no.
Yep. Sydney put her hand up to signal out, I think. I don't know if they were thinking Sydney hit it or not. But as Caitlin Kaler serves, back sets to Willow Thiel, and off the arms of the Cowgirls, and that is set number 2 on a victory here by the Yellow Jackets, 25-16 on this set. And set number 2, we'll be back with set number 3 right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or straight nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milner, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
All right, we're ready to go for set number 3. Parker Yagi serves it up to the Yellow Jackets. Back set over to the other side. Jaden Hackle, good block at the net by Aaron Blofus. Parker Yagi sets up Aaron Blofus, and a good block at the net. Once again at the net by Kennedy Pilgrim. And the younger Hackle, that's Addison.
Pilgrim's had a nice night at the net.
Yes, she
Doing
has.
a good job of returning a lot of things that come across and scoring the point there.
I got a couple of shout-outs I got to read here. I was reading, and one's kind of funny, giving me a little grief here. I'll talk to you. Jaden Hackle serves it up.
I think I might know what it's about, but
Kaylin Kaler. Did I say Coach Wilson earlier?
You might have.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
And here comes Julia Kleisman with the kill. And Julia getting hot here, Brian. She's got another one. I think that's number 8 for her.
Well, I think, she's the one who can get things going. She'll have to come out in rotation here, but she had a couple of kills in a row in that second set. And why not go back to what's working?
They put it on the board as number 8. And the set this time comes up to Jaden Hackle, and Grace Nicholson does a nice job getting underneath it. Blocked at the net again by Pilgrim. And the younger Hackle, that is Addison.
Pilgrim is everywhere.
I'm telling you. Yeah, it was Kinsey Wilson, Margaret's sister. She said, how hard is it not saying Coach Wilson? You got to say Coach Crew. Been doing it for years, Kinsey.
I try to refrain from saying anything and just call her Coach.
Yeah, that was on the wrong side of the antenna, according to the side judge. So a point for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, Margaret got married this summer, and she screwed me all up.
There's going to be a conversation here. They have to fix the antenna.
Oh, yeah, it came out there. So I'm going to read through. We got Parker Yeagy's grandma. Some nice comments from Parker Yeagy's grandma. She's watching again. And tune in. I appreciate that. And it's just quick. Great to hear your voices again this fall, she said. Thank you very much. Love watching Cowgirl volleyball in Wichita, Kansas.
There we go. We like that.
Oh, and a nice play by Parker off the net with Jaylee Ernst. Parker goes over, and Willow Theo puts it away.
Yeah, Sydney Roberts hustling around to dig that ball out of there, was off the floor, and before she could get back in position, Willow Theo able to put that one away.
So Pilgrim goes back to serve now, and it's a 5-1 lead. Ooh, just barely cleared the net, but did you see her dive after that? But it goes out of bounds, unfortunately, on that dig by Sydney Roberts.
I mean, you can't call her short for effort, that's for sure.
Wow.
I mean, she's just laying out for everything back there.
Heard the squeak there one just off the tape again. Parker helps it go over, and the Yellow Jackets unable to handle. It'll be a point for the Cowgirls.
The question for Sydney Roberts is volleyball part-time or swimming part-time?
Yeah.
Because she's pretty good at both, that's for sure.
She's looking at the flat side of her hands there. When she skidded on the floor, you could hear the squeal through the headsets.
Sydney swims.
Oh, and the one off the tape for Sydney.
Sydney swims for the BW Storm.
And a very good swimmer. State qualifier.
State qualifier. Been state qualifier since 8th grade, Joe.
Isn't that something? Sydney, just a junior. From the back 10-foot line, unable to get it across is Pilgrim, and the Cowgirls pull within 2. It's 6-4. The Rhodes family from Perham, next door neighbors of the Hackle sisters. How about that?
There you go, living next door to the law firm.
And there goes Jaden with hers over the net. Oh, and look at that. Putting it right back into the Cowgirls side was Greta Razor.
The Razor in the right place and able to put that one back. Can't teach size, Joe.
Nope. Raleigh and Carter, Parker Yeagy's grandma, I said that. Karen and Carly, I said that too. But thank you, Jeannie, I said that too. And Kinsey Wilson, thank you very much on the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance shout-outs. That one is an ace for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, just right down the line
on
there.
A service by Coast. Caitlin Kaler, the younger sister of Cameron Kaler. Caitlin, a sophomore. Got a couple more years here to try and break her sister's records. Sydney Roberts goes over on the third hit. This time set over to Willow Thiel. Sydney digged that one, hit it up into the rafters. Yeagy digs it. Grace Nicholson couldn't get it over.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those for the Cowgirls where it seems like they're going to be a nice little easy hit over and just a lack of a break in the concentration, and it falls short.
Again, Coast serves. Grace Nicholson does a nice job. Over to Yeagy, now over to Hansen. A bump set to Willow Thiel. That one goes out. A little bit too strong behind that one was Willow Thiel. As we got Coley Schuler now coming in for Jaylee Ernst. Schuler serves. The bump went over, or the dig went over. Sidney Roberts sets to Schuler. Schuler sets up Parker Yagi with the kill. Dug out by the Yellow Jackets, and Haley Hansen with the block at the net.
Now one came back down on the Breckenridge side.
So a point to the Yellow Jackets. They've doubled up the Cowgirls, now 10-5. And the third hit doesn't work very well in the sets there for the Cowgirls. Now at the net, Parker Yagi tried to put it back. Over to the near side, Jaden Hackle puts it right between Grace Nicholson and Sidney Roberts.
They had a little bit of a miscue there. The initial set by Wacker ended up on the Cowgirl side, and it came right back to her, and then they were able to execute the second time around.
Willow Thiel, Schuler sets up, back set to Kaler. And Willow Thiel just puts up her arms and digs. And again, that one's going deep. Sidney picks it off. Schuler sets over to Hansen. She'll push it over. Razor at the net. Good play by Parker Yagi. Hansen goes over. Hit the corner, inside the corner. And that's a point for the Cowgirls. They needed that one.
Yeah, you can give that point to Parker Yagi, a little backhand layout there to keep that ball in the air. And then the Cowgirls are able to score with the push to the deep corner.
Julia Kleisman checks in for the Cowgirls as Caitlin Kaler steps back to serve. At the net, Hansen tried to put it away, and a nice dig there by Coast.
Coast was getting up.
Out.
So Coast went down to the floor on the dig because they kind of miscommunicated there, and she was on her way up, and that ball came right back at her, unable to dig it out again.
Haley Hansen tried to put it away, and now serving is Razor. Schuler sets up Julia Kleisman, 2-3, and that's it. Willow Thiel couldn't handle it, and it just bounced over to Razor, and she couldn't handle it, and that was about it. Bloffus checks back in for the Cowgirls. Hansen serves. Near side, and look out, there's Jaden Hackle.
That quick set in the middle with Hackle or Theo is just tough, Joe.
Yep. The Rhodes family in Perham, next door neighbors of the Hackles, they're cheering on their squad here tonight. The service by Laney Wacker goes out. 14-7.
Cowgirls going to have to regroup here, chip away at it, see if you can hang on and extend this match.
And there's an ace for Willow Thiel. Or excuse me, that was for Laney Wacker. Laney Wacker on the serve. She's got 2 aces on the board, along with Willow Thiel's got a couple of aces, and Kennedy Pilgrim has 2 aces. Julia from the 10-foot line. And that was a tough play. It was a little bit too close to the net there for Jaden Hackle to do anything with it. You know she wanted to run up on there and kill it.
If she would have put that ball over, I'd been like, come on now.
Yeah.
Because that one was in a tough position to be able to put back over.
Parker Yagi serves. Will Thiel stuck her foot out there. That's a good, you can still do that with your foot, can't you? And still
yes,
get it?
Yes, you can.
That's legal, right?
That is legal.
She put her foot up there. Reaching for it was Razor, but the foot got there first. Aaron Bloffus goes up and over the net and says, take it back.
Yeah, well, the Cowgirls will take advantage of that one. Haven't seen a lot of those where they're dug out and come right back to the net line. And opportunity for the Cowgirls to score. Back set.
To Jaden Hackle, and a good block at the net by Aaron Bloffus. Puts it right back. Jaden Hackle couldn't quite get that one to fall, but it landed right back behind her.
The Cowgirls now with a little bit of momentum. Trying to make a comeback here in this third set. Down 4 now.
It was a 7-point lead at one point in time. Parker Yagi making a run here.
See if they can get this crowd back in it.
Thiel sets over to the near side. And again, another point for Parker Yagi and the Cowgirls as Addison Hackle couldn't get it across.
We'll see if Coach Morrison will let this run.
Leading by 3. Parker goes deep with it to Jaden Hackle. Partially blocked at the net there by Jaylee Ernst. Over the other side, Julia Kleisman puts it into the net. Unfortunately, her timing was off, got a little bit underneath her hand.
Yeah, I think she took a little peek there, and Pilgrim was right there in position, and then you try and change it up a little bit, and then that one went into the net.
16-12. Willow Thiel. Back set to Julia, and a good block at the net by Pilgrim, and it'll stay on the Cowgirls' side. I don't know if it was going to clear the net or not, B-Dub.
No, I don't think it was. The Cowgirls running out of room here.
Yep, back to a 5-point lead. Willow Thiel. Yagi sets up Blofus on the far side. Oh, good block at the net by Julia. She couldn't get it with the kill, but she got it with the block.
Yeah, just right there, both Blofus and Kleinsman right there. And a good block by the Cowgirls. They're just staying with it here, not going to go away easy.
Grace Nicholson goes back. Razor sets over to the near side and it's going to be in. Willow Thiel block at the net there by Blofus.
And she was teeing off on that one.
Yeah,
that
she did.
Went into the net. I don't know if that hit the antenna or if it was a clean block there, but Cowgirls got this thing to 3 now.
I think the antenna needs a Band-Aid.
It might.
There's a set over to the Addison Hackle.
Got to use this one.
Blofus got it back in the corner. Nobody was there. And here come the Cowgirls trailing by 2.
There's the timeout.
There's a timeout, you thought. Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Anytime's a good time to call Eric and the crew in 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. We'll be right back. Right after this, a 2-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
They came back early out of that timeout, and unfortunately for the Cowgirls, the service went out of bounds, so it's a point to the Yellow Jackets. And going back to serve now is Kennedy Pilgrim. Nicholson digs, set to Jaylee Ernst, pushes it over. This time, Thiel, and that one with the power and authority, and it's tipped by the Cowgirls, and a point for the Perham Yellow Jackets, almost to put that crooked number up there.
Yeah, they just keep right on rolling. Go to her as many times as you can. That's kill number 14 for Willow Thiel.
Goodness me. Out.
That was just
so
long.
close.
Just outside the line there.
Perham with the crooked number on the board first. It's 20 as Coach Kruger now wants to take her timeout here. As we just had a Perham timeout, now we'll take a Breckenridge timeout. I want to thank all of our sponsors here, B-Dub. I'm just going to do a verbal here real quick. Yield Advantage, Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, Digital Guru bringing you our camera shots there by Yards. Yards running the camera for us tonight, and he'll be on the camera with me tomorrow night. Farmers Union Insurance, Kyle DeVries, OSPTI. Amanda Frederick, State Farm Insurance. Comdell Innovation, our play of the week. Let us show you how we can deliver your next project faster and better. Comdell Innovation. Also, Carlson Family Insurance, as we've mentioned. North Dakota State College of Science, Red River Communications, and Cable Channel 28. And you just saw the commercial. I like that commercial. Mindak Farm. I like all our commercials, to be honest with you. Mindak Farmers Cooperative, First Community Credit Union, Red River Valley Western Railroad, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Red River Grain, Bold Print, All Seasons Car Wash, Minn Kota Ag Products, and Bell Bank. Caitlin Kaler blocked at the net there by the Yellow Jackets. Back over to Blofus. Good dig there by Pilgrim. Set to Thiel. Could they get to it?
It was tipped. It was tipped over there, and that was a little sidewinder. I don't think she got all of that when that ball was peeling away, almost like a little slapper to right field, just going away from her and not able to get on it.
Look at you in the baseball analogy.
How about that, huh?
Man,
yeah.
Little slapper to right. I like that. Jaylee Ernst gets the ball over for the Cowgirls. Back over to Willow Thiel. Look out. That's number 16, I believe, on the board.
15 up there now. I can't see it from here, but
there it went.
16.
16, yep. Willow Thiel was 16. 7 kills for Jaden Hackle, excuse me. Whoops. A little communication issue there, and Cowgirls get a free one. Grace Nicholson. Razor puts it over. Sydney Roberts on the floor as usual, and there she can't get to it, as that is a Yellow Jacket point, and they're 2 points away from a match win.
I think that was Razor there for the block. Razor and Pilgrim been really productive at the net.
All the rotations in volleyball here for Perham have been excellent for Coach Morrison as well.
Pretty athletic team. And,
I guess so.
You know, you have a senior-laden team, and when you have younger girls that are playing with a team that has a bunch of seniors, you know they have to be good athletes.
There's that dig, the set, the dig by Willow, the set, and the kill by Willow. 17 on the board.
So 1 point away from winning the match here, match point.
Match point, service, Blofus. Back set to the other side, Addison Hackle. Kaler gets it to roll across the tape and get the point. So the Cowgirls still in it, but they got to run, Brian.
So Kaler says, not so fast. We're not ready to be done.
They need at least 8 from Sydney Roberts.
Cowgirls trying to extend the match for as long as they can.
This one's got to go over, and it does by Parker. Set to Haley Hansen in the middle. Good play by the Yellow Jackets. Pilgrim get it across. Kaler with the kill, partially blocked, and the Cowgirls with the point. They're still alive.
I was just going to say, again, Pilgrim everywhere, able to get her hand on and send that one back, and a good attack on the outside to keep this thing going for the Cowgirls.
Trailing by 7. Bump set, and a good kill there by Razor, and that's going to end it here in 3 straight sets. The Yellow Jackets defeat the Cowgirls 25-17. So a 3-set win here for the Yellow Jackets. Going to bring us to our post-game show coming up next right here on Three Borders Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright.
I can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777. Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Welcome back, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Camden Yards Kelson on the camera, and I'm joined now on our post-game show here. Margaret Wilson, am I stepping on your cord, Margaret? Sorry about that. Good now? Yep. Okay, I'm going to put that a little bit closer to you. There you go. All right. Can you hear okay, B-Dub?
Yeah, I got her.
Okay. Margaret, a 3-set win here for Perham tonight. You struggled, but yet you still stayed competitive. I mean, it wasn't like it was a one lopsided game.
Right.
At the end of each set, that's when the spread got bigger, but you stayed with them the whole time.
Yeah. Knew it was going to be a faster level of play tonight. We haven't played, well, Pelican was a two-way team we played, but this is only our second. So they're fast.
That's a good squad. They've got some pretty good girls there that
sure.
I was talking with Clayton Ernst up here during one of the breaks in between the sets, and he said, Joe, they don't have one girl or two girls that can hit the ball. They've got about 5 that'll crawl up to the net and pop the ball.
Well, 8 seniors, they got a lot of experience coming back here too. So
that's what Brian said.
They had a lull for the 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and then she's turned these seniors into some really good players. So kudos to them. Their outsides, Jaden and Willow, could hit the ball. We just couldn't get a block up in front of them, so struggled that way. And then we stuck with them till about 15. Then the gap spread.
Yeah, it just seemed like every time. I'm going to make a reach here for the schedule because I want to look at the schedule and talk about that here shortly.
Sure, yep.
But it just seemed like every time you'd hang with them, and then they'd break that little gap. Margaret would call a timeout, and Coach Watson called it too. He says, I think Coach Kruger's going to call a timeout here.
Yeah.
And sure enough, you did. And it seems like every time you come back out of a timeout, you get the point back in the serve. But
right, I don't know if we just needed a breath. We're just not used to playing that fast.
You need about 10 timeouts.
Yeah, I think so. But our blockers was just too slow tonight. I thought we would come and block better. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to block against a hard-hitting team because they're hitting the ball hard instead of rolling it through a block. So I thought we'd be a little bit more aggressive in that route. So definitely something we need to work on. I mean, coming forward, we play a really tough AA when our conference schedule here going forward. So we need to be ready to play at this speed.
Yes, that's what it is in the Heart of Lakes. You got a lot of AA
it's
teams
all
in there.
AA except us, yeah.
Yep. So you've got Underwood coming up next here on Monday night.
Yep.
Going to be another tough one, Mark.
It is. They're one of the top teams in the section. Used to be a young team. She hasn't lost anybody. All these freshmen and sophomores that she's had the last couple of years are now older and have lots of experience. So definitely some good players in Underwood now.
And obviously Barnesville coming up after that. I know you as a coach, along with Coach Watson, you guys don't like looking more than one ahead, but you got a tough part of your schedule here right now.
Well,
but that's all right.
Yeah, we're for sure. Right, we had Henning as one of our most competitive right away at the beginning of the season, and then played some single A schools. But yeah, we got to be ready to go.
I know you want to win every single match, and we don't see you get swept very often. At least I know we haven't in the last 3 years or whatever. But you're a better team after this game.
I agree.
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Right. And that's kind of what I said to them at the end. We got to be ready to play this speed from now on. We've seen it. Now we got to fix it.
Yeah, it's just going to make you better down the stretch. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It'd be tough to come away with some wins, but you got to look at it as every match that you play, you're going to get better, and you're going to need that come playoff time.
Oh, for sure. Especially with Henning and Underwood really stepping into our section of being tough teams.
Yep.
All right, Margaret Kruger, I'm going to let you go.
Thank you.
Head coach of the Cowgirls volleyball squad. Mackenzie sent the text tonight, too. She was watching,
nice.
so
okay.
Sister Mackenzie was watching. Thanks, Kins.
All right, thank you, guys.
Margaret, we'll let you go. Thanks. Head coach of the Cowgirls volleyball squad, that's Margaret Wilson, joining us up here in the post-game show. And B-Dub, again, a nice 3-set win here for the Cowgirls, or a 3-set win for the Yellow Jackets. Almost give the win away for the Yellow Jackets, but like Margaret said, and I guess, when you look at it, we didn't use that. I don't think we used that term during the play-by-play faster.
Yeah,
but
that's
I should have come up with that.
I mean, it's the same in any sport, right? You play against certain teams that are either at a higher level or they just have more athletes or whatever it is, and it's about being able to play at that pace. We talk about it in basketball. We have to be able to play at that pace, play at that tempo, and it's kind of the same thing here. We talked about it a little bit how, Theo would dig one out or bump one out, and then boom, she would get the set right away, and she's right back at the net. Well, that's not something that the Cowgirls normally see.
Right.
So to be able to play to that, because they're waiting for that ball to just be a perfect set, and then they're going to get up there and they're going to block. But it just happens so fast and so quick, and like Coach Kruger said, they're just late getting there, and. Like I said, they're a better team after this match, and they'll have to use some of the things that they saw in this match and make some adjustments, and they'll be able to watch it on film. That's the other thing. You'll be able to learn from it. So you go back, you watch it on film, you say, we need to be here, or we need to make this adjustment, and then you go and you try and do that in the next game, and then you just keep going, try and put them together, and then hopefully, you can come away with some wins, but it's not all about wins when you're playing against a bunch of AA schools in your conference. It's about getting better with each match, and then hopefully when you get to section time, you're ready to go.
That was a good comment from you to Coach, I almost said Coach Wilson, to Coach Kruger about that, Brian, that you're a better team after this match, and she commented on that too as well. So I think your question was spot on.
If you're not getting better with each match that you play, then what are you doing here?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So as coaches, that's what we want. Yeah, we want to win them all, but we have to get better with each game that we play, whether we win it or lose it.
Yep.
And if we don't, then we're kind of wasting our time. So, and we just have to come. We can't hang our heads. Like I said, we don't see Cowgirls get swept very often.
Nope.
So it's tough to deal with, but it should make you a better person, a better player, and ready to come back and play your next match.
All right. It's homecoming week here at Breckenridge. We'll be back tomorrow night for the homecoming football game between the Cowboys and, help me, I forgot, Pine River Bacchus.
Pine River Bacchus, yep.
I was going to try and say their nickname, but I don't know their nickname off the top of my head.
7 o'clock kickoff.
All right. You and I will be there. You'll be producing. Raleigh and Kevin will have the call. And Camden, Yards, Kelson, and I will be on the cameras. For my buddy over on the camera, on the Digital Guru camera, that's Camden, Yards, Kelson. For my producer and color commentator, that's Brian Watson. I'm Joe Schreiner. Again, the Cowgirls fall 3-0 to the Yellow Jackets. We'll see you tomorrow night from Cowboy Field around 6:45 p.m. with the pregame show. Good night, everybody.